This is Project Grey Wolf, here to show you guys how to make this simple IG music video promo that you've probably seen on World Star Hip Hop. You may have even seen this on a few rappers' pages when they're previewing new songs and videos. Sorry, it has been a long day. So there's no audio because, of course, I'm not trying to catch a copyright strike. The very first thing that we'll need to do once you have a new project set up is import all of your assets. I screen recorded the Back in Blood on my phone, sent it to my computer. You may need a black video depending if you do one effect, but it's not necessary. You're gonna want your logo, and I added glued paper just because I wanted something, a little bit different than how most of them are. So once you get everything imported, the next thing you want to do is come over to File, New, Sequence. I use these settings, the RE 1080p 24. Just go to your settings, change this from 1920 to 1080, and you'll see it affects it down here as well. We'll come down to tracks, and to be on the safe side, I'm adding 7, even though I may not need all 7 of them. So once we have our new sequence set up, the first thing we're going to do is bring in our actual music video. And because this will have the main audio that we'll be using, I'm placing it at the very top, and I'm going to keep the existing settings. With me screen recording it, and I had notifications coming in, I actually have to trim this video at a certain point. Yeah, it'll probably be like right up in here, yeah. So this is where I'll make my cut for the beginning. But if you just have your music video that your videographer sent you, or if you're a videographer and you have the music video, just import it as it is, and then you pick which section you want your video to be. These are normally no longer than 1 minute, either way it goes. So another thing I have to do because I screen recorded it is resize it. I just double clicked on this and just bring it in to where it fits in perfect. The blank spaces we see at the top and bottom will pretty much be filled with duplicates. I'm going to make my cut now, pressing C, coming to where this is. And now I'm good on that. Because I want to keep the title how I had it, I'm actually going to just drag this down. And then I'm going to scroll to where there's the actual Back in Blood. There we got Dirk looking right through. I'm going to right click on this. Scroll down till you see add frame hold and add the frame hold. We'll delete everything behind it, drag this out, and then we're going to reposition it. Again, I'm just double clicking, holding shift and getting it up pretty high since we're going to have the video that'll be pretty much on top of that part. And once we move this in, I'll be able to show you guys a bit better of how that looks so far. So you have this in, we have the top of it completed, and we have the middle video. All that's left to do now is the exact same thing we did before. We're going to alt click on this top video that has our main video in it, bring it down to here, let it go, and then we'll just scrub through until we find, something that we actually want. And I'm aware that we are still currently using the top video, but I'm just trying to find a nice, image to go with. I think I had King Von, on the last one, so we'll probably keep it in about right here. So that just means for this one, I can go over to my properties, and it should, I think I have all of my stuff is in different spots now. There we go. In my effect controls, and I'll just bring this down. I always forget which one this one. No, it's horizontal and vertical. So bring this down to about right here. Activate that. And this, for the most part, is pretty much it. Everything is done. Ah, shit. I did forget one thing moving too quick, and that was to add the frame hold in. So I'll get back to where it's at. Right here. On the bottom layer that we moved down, we're going to right click it or control click if you're on Mac. Add a frame hold. Delete the part from the back. Bring this in. So now when we scrub through, the bottom video is not moving. And it looks like I made the fatal error of actually deleting. Okay. Yeah, I ended up deleting my audio as well. Keep forgetting to just lock it. That way nothing happens to it. Delete that, bring it back in. So now we pretty much have the video completed. We're gonna go above everything, and you can either use the artist logo, your logo, or just use make a text sequence. Just pop it up top, extend it for the entire thing, and then now we just need to resize and place it in the correct area, which will be down here, and that's cool with me. And the last thing that I'm doing is adding my glued paper texture to the top of it. As you can see, this is pretty, dark. It's a full solid shape. So I'm just going to set it to multiply. And just bring it in a bit. That's too much. There we go. I'll leave it at this. And we are complete. The only thing I did different on mine for certain is I added a chroma effect to all three of them just to make it look a bit different. But this is pretty much it. All you need to do now is pretty much export it from out of here, and you're done. You have the entire thing in one spot. Oh, I keep forgetting about that ending, which is still an easy fix. We're just gonna bring everything into here now. Unlock this. File, export media. Change the name to the video name. We're at 62 megabytes for the actual file. You can do all your saves through here. Leave everything else exactly how it is. And then you can either queue it, which will send it over to the media encoder, or export it from here. And, it'll just go straight through here. And you can, you just have to wait for it to be done if you need to do more. If you queue it, it makes it a little bit easier to work in between two programs. So now that I have stuttered and stammered my way through Premiere Pro, we're going to jump over into After Effects, and I'll show you guys how to do it there as well. After Effects, let's just jump straight into it. New composition. I'm going to keep mine. I'm already inside of an Untitled project. I didn't save anything. I have it set at 30 seconds, but I'm going to move that. I think it was under 40 something, so I'll just put it at 50. Background color, I'll leave it at black. We're at the 1080, 1080. And yeah, we're good to go now. So we have our comp set up, and it's going to be similar to how we did it the last time. Even though I did slightly forget, I have not forgotten it all. So double click in here and find our video files. And what else do I need? I'll leave, I'll bring everything in, I guess. This is the wrong one. I have one inside of a regular folder and one in the cloud. All right, to the cloud it is then. I'll just download a random one. I need to stop creating a new comp for each one of these. And the last one is my logo. All right. So first thing is first, let's get our video in. Command D 3 times to get everything duplicated. I'll drop in the logo and the glued paper. And we'll just lock these and turn them off for the time being. Remember, our top video is going to be the video that we'll be using for all our audio. Since we're not inside of Premiere, you're going to have to actually hold Shift in After Effects. I'm going to cut these two off. And let's skim through. I'm going to have to do the same thing I did last time, but I'll do that on the other ones. Right here is fine. Okay. I had no idea what I was doing with that. Anyway, let's get this where it should be. Okay. I'm just using the left bracket to do that part quicker. Line up everything so this is the beginning of the video. All right. I have to trim my end as well. Oh no, brackets. Okay, I see what that does now. I'll figure out the actual shortcut one of these days. I'm too lazy to learn now. Since I have it where I need it, I can bring everything in. Shift and Alt. And just a smidgen more. Okay. We got the top part done. I'll lock this layer. I guess I'll cut it off for the time until I can get the part I actually want. There we go. Actually forgot how I did it here. Oh, I feel like an idiot. Oh. Duh. Time. Freeze frame. We are good. We're in there. I'm leaving all that in so you guys can see even our struggle after I've done this before. And it's mainly because I don't use After Effects a lot. If I bring this back, cool. And we'll do the exact same thing for the bottom. And I think I'll switch it up for this one. There we go. Layer, time, freeze frame. Top and bottom. Middle is complete. Got the logo in. All right, so let me lock these, unlock the logo. Alt Shift. All right. So that is exactly where I want it. Let's see. All right. Now that we have that in, where is... I am in the wrong workspace. Use animation. No, that's not it. Toggle switch modes. Man, that was embarrassing. Come back to comp 1. Something extremely weird is going on. Okay, I guess I had it too far back. All right. After this headache in After Effects has been completed, same thing as usual. File, export. I always export mine to the media encoder and then do everything after that. You can still do it inside of here too. You're just going to have to change your export settings. Make sure you change the name there. And I think we keep all of these the same. And lossless. Yep. Everything would pretty much stay the same through your export through here. So we got After Effects done. I apologize if it wasn't as smooth as it could be. I'm pretty sure I cut a few parts out. Now we're going to move over to Photoshop and I'll show you guys how to get it down there. So let's go. You're going to create you a new document, 1080 by 1080. 72 is fine. We're starting fresh yet again. One thing we're going to be doing differently here is making sure your timeline is ready. Well, I think I have to keep this one in, but it won't be an issue. All right. So I'm going to have to start getting all of my assets in yet again. For now, I'm not going to do press enter to get that in. I just want to get all of my assets in before I start doing too much. Jesus. We'll do number 1 this time. Soon as it's ready. All right, now that we have everything in, I'll start getting things ready and where they need to be. After Effects and not quit suddenly. I actually quit out of After Effects. And as you guys should be fairly used to it by now. Actually, let me go a few seconds in. And let me not forget to lock this and the logo. I'll end up adjusting that logo again though. And now I'm just going to trim everything again. Well, you know what, since I'm not exporting this one, trim it to here. Make sure these are out enough. And let's take care of the Project Grey Wolf logo. So this is our main video layer. I'm going to turn that off real quick. We're going to then Control T, bring this out, bring this down. Then come over here, radarize layer. This will now stay the same throughout. Next, we're going to be working on the top of it. And let's see if I can find a... This is perfect. So make sure you have your bottom layer selected. Right click it. Radarize type. Let's fill it in. Bring it up. Top and bottom are complete, logos in place. All we have to do now is bring this back in, and you have officially created the same thing this time inside of Photoshop. Make sure you have everything trimmed to exactly where it needs to be at. That way your workspace is where it needs to be. And once you're done with everything, like I said, mine isn't acting correctly, but you'll just come here and then you'll render video. It'll bring up your export settings and you can leave everything as it is. Just change the name, save the video, and you are done. Thank you guys for sitting in through all of this with me. It has been a very long day, and yeah. I'll be back with more videos pretty soon. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, share. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. And if you need help making these, just hit me up on Instagram at Project Grey Wolf and let me know, and I'll see what we can do. You guys take it easy. Peace.